she lives in spite of that. Here, in the halls of Oxford University, Chamber of the Oxford Union, United Nations, Westminster, Congress, her political legacy lives on, which inspires young men and women across the world. And of course, there was controversy. In the age before social media, she fell victim to lawfare, character assassination, and all those. Up until the dying breath. Ultimately, all such charges were put to rest in the courts of law and have found themselves in the dustbin of history. But regardless, no leader in history worth their salt. Vitriol, opposition. I witnessed firsthand the onslaught of political, personal, sexist, just a whole host of hate that was responded to with just a smile. And it was that influence, that logic, that when my mother was also assassinated. Honor and a privilege to be back here at Oxford University. Before I start with my memorial lecture, I want to take a moment to recognize that our very able President of the Oxford Union is also from Pakistan, but at the same time, the librarian of the Oxford Union is also legitimate in the situation right now, not necessarily to do more with political stability, but also some of all things has been more politically stable province of the rest of the security challenges, absolutely. And you'll see, you'll be more aware about how pervasive the security threat in Balochistan has been increasingly, how it's getting less. And unfortunately, what we've seen in Pakistan, what we've seen across the world, is wherever there's a particularly acute security challenge, it creates space for very legitimate counter-terrorist operations, but also within the mix of those legitimate counter-terrorist operations, the of human rights abuses, etc., that are going on, have been going on, and Balochistan in particular has been on the slope for the longest time.
This Pakistan relationship, and more importantly, beyond Pakistan's relationship with China, should Pakistan decisively align with China, or can it still be an independent approach?
As far as the sanctions are concerned, for the US, the sanctions are like candy, they hand them out to everybody. And yeah, it's concerning that Pakistan's missile program has recently been sanctioned by the United States. The government has obviously engaged in conversations with them, but I'm really sort of, this whole nuclear weapons, missiles, just weaponry by and large, I'm really sort of struck at the hypocrisy of the world. Like, what's the rule? What are the rules that allow you to be entitled to a nuclear weapon and not entitled to a nuclear weapon? What are the rules that entitle you to a missile and not entitle you to a missile? Like every American's right to bear arms is entitled. Is it like in that way every Western country or every white country are allowed nuclear weapons or weapons at large and the rest of us aren't? Pakistan's nuclear weapon is not an aggressive nuclear weapon. We do not seek to build a Riviera anywhere or occupy any Greenland. Okay? We don't have an expansionist foreign policy to take over the